Study abroad Edu Expo 2025. Get up to 50% scholarships. Join us on 27th April. Register now. The Next Education Consultancy, trusted partner for visa success.
The United States' new reciprocal tariffs against over 100 countries came into effect yesterday, as announced by President Donald Trump on the 2nd of April. Among the countries most affected was Sri Lanka, which was hit with a 44% tariff on all goods exported to the US. Against this backdrop, Sri Lankan President Anura Dissanayake forwarded a letter to his US counterpart requesting collaboration with regard to the tariffs. According to the White House, over 75 nations have forwarded similar letters, and in view of these requests, President Trump has decided to temporarily pause the imposition of the tariffs against several countries, including Sri Lanka, less than 24 hours after they came into effect. Effective immediately, the imposition of the tariffs will be paused for 90 days. During this period, the relevant countries will only be hit with the 10% universal baseline tariff. However, Trump kept the pressure on China with an increase of tariffs on Chinese imports to 125% from the 104% level that kicked in yesterday.
I did a 90-day pause for the people that didn't retaliate, because I told them if you retaliate, we're going to double it. And that's what I did with China, because they did retaliate. A deal's going to be made with China. A deal's going to be made with every one of them. And there'll be fair deals. I just want fair. They will be fair deals for everybody. But they weren't fair to the United States. They were sucking us dry, and you can't do that.
This is the fifth instance the Trump administration has increased tariffs against China. On the 1st of February, the US imposed a 10% tariff against China, citing allegations of Beijing's role in the fentanyl crisis. At the time, China responded by imposing 15% duties on coal and liquefied natural gas products and a 10% tariff on crude oil, agricultural machinery and large engine cars imported from the US. Subsequently, on March 4th, the US doubled China's tariffs to 20%. Later, on the 2nd of April, which he called Liberation Day, Trump increased the tariff on Chinese goods to 34%. On April 8th, China responded with 84% tariffs, which prompted the US to raise its tariffs to 104%. Despite the US increasing tariffs against it to 125% today, China said it is open to negotiations with its closest competitor at any moment.
The door to talks is open, but dialogue must be conducted on an equal basis with mutual respect. China will stand by its position until the end. The legitimate development rights of the Chinese people and the people of the world cannot be taken away.
This follows Australia declining Beijing's proposal to work together to counter US tariffs, saying instead it would continue to diversify its trade and lower its reliance on China, its largest trading partner. Meanwhile, following Trump's announcement of the pause in tariff imposition, the European Union also paused its 25% counter tariffs against the US. Financial markets in Asia and Europe also made gains today in the wake of the pause on US tariffs. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka's Board of Investment today held an open dialogue with its top 50 exporters to seek alternative strategies to mitigate the consequences of the US tariffs on Sri Lanka.
We were in touch with the US Trade Representative's office. Virtually, we had at least 3 or 4 calls. The President wrote a letter to President Trump. We delivered it to the White House on Sunday evening, and it was acknowledged by the White House. We offered reciprocal tariff adjustments to remove trade barriers to see how you can reduce the deficit in terms of shifting imports from some other place to the US. Then she asked for a telephone conversation with the US President. We are told it might come one of these days. In the meantime, once our letter was received by the White House, we got a reply from them to say we want to see details in terms of what specific HS codes are you going to give relief to and what specific proposals we can give from our end. That letter was delivered yesterday morning to the USTR.